In this video, I'll show you how you can start a travel blog that can potentially make up to $50,000 a month on autopilot. So if you're passionate about traveling, you probably don't know that you can actually make more money from having a decent travel blog. And I basically searched for the top paying travel blogs, and you can see that Matt Kepnes of Nomadic Matt is making about $50,000 USD per month. All right. And this is his actual website. This is his website, a simple WordPress blog. And if you would like to know how you can actually create something like this, make sure to watch this video to the end, because by watching this video to the end, I show you how you can start your very first travel blog and how you can make money, hundreds, if not thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars a month on autopilot with a simple WordPress travel blog. If you're wondering how he's making money from this blog, that looks very innocent, make sure to watch this video to the end, because at the end of this video, I show you how he's basically making money from his blog and what sort of content is actually driving traffic to his website, okay? So let's get started and start creating our first travel blog, okay? So in order to create a blog, a website, the first thing that you need is a name, all right? And in this case, Nomadic Matt is the name or the domain name of this website, okay? So the first thing that you need for your website is a domain name and a place to store all your files and folders, which is called web hosting. So in order to get a free domain name and a web hosting, I'll leave a link in the description below to Bluehost, which I'm using for all my websites. By clicking the affiliate link in the description below, you will get to the Bluehost official website. Now we need to host a domain name and a web hosting for our travel blog. And you can see that you will get a free domain name for the first year, free SSL certificate, which is very important for ranking on Google, one-click WordPress installation that makes the process super easy, and 24/7 support. Once you're here, click on this blue button that says host your site. Now we need to select a hosting plan for our travel blog. So you can see you can start with the basic plan with only one website. So if you're going to have only one website, I recommend this one. But if you think you're going to have more than one website, you can select $545 a month, which lets you have unlimited website, okay? But if you just want to start with a simple travel blog and you're not sure you're going to have more than one, I'll probably recommend going with this one. So click on this button that says select. Now we need to create a domain name for our website. If you know what will be the name of your website, you can just put it here in this text box. If you're not sure, you can click on this button that says I will create my domain name later. You're still going to get the domain name free for the first year, and then you can add the domain name later on when you decided on that. But for now, I'm going to use a domain name. I'm going to call it Manny G Travel. Okay, MannyGTravel.com. So after you decided on the domain name, click next. If the domain name is available, that's great. If it is not available, like in this case, MannyGTravel.com is available, which is great. If it's not available, you can use other words like my, day, a, and things like that to make it a little bit more unique and available, okay? After you decide, after your domain name was successful and available, you will be in this page. And now we need to put in the account information, your first name, your last name, and things like that. Nothing really special. And then choose the plan. If you want to go with 12-month or 36-month, it's up to you. If you're not sure, you can start with 12-month, and then you can extend it if you want to. Scroll down a little bit, and we got the package extras. Here, you can have a domain privacy. I personally recommend having a privacy because it doesn't show your information to other people when they search for your domain, which is good. So the code guard basic, you don't need this one. It's $279 per month, euro, and you don't need it. And there is a site lock. You don't need these two. Okay, there's extra money. So in total, it's going to be like only 45 or less than, I think about $50, right? And this is what you need, the packages. Scroll down, put the payment information, your credit card details, and signature code and things like that. Nothing really special. Accept the terms of service and click submit. And once you click on submit, you will get to this page that says, welcome to Bluehost. congratulations, your purchase was successful, and a confirmation email was sent to your email. So you need to click on that confirmation email and then come back here and create a new password for your account. Then you would get to this page. So you need to put in your new password and accept the terms of service and then click next. Now, once you're in this page, you can see that you have successfully created your password, and now you need to click on login. So by clicking login, Bluehost will automatically install the WordPress for you. That makes the process even easier. Now, we need to select a theme or a look for our website. But for now, we're not going to select any theme for this website. So you need to scroll down and click on skip this page to actually skip this page, and also skip the next couple of pages. Now you will get to this page that says all done, which is great. Now your website is all set up, your WordPress is now being installed, and you're ready to build your site. So click on start building. Okay, once you get to this page, it means your website is all set, okay? And this is the back end of your WordPress site. This is what you will see every time you log into your WordPress account, okay? And if you're wondering what would be the URL of this actual page, you can see I called my website vanitagetravel.com, and you can either put in wp/admin, okay, /wp-admin, or you can just type in /login, okay, and you will get to this page. You also need to put in the username and password, which was the exact same username that you put in when you created this website, okay, and that will get you to the dashboard of your WordPress site. Okay, now let's go back and see how our website actually, like this empty website, how it looks. So this is how our travel blog actually looks. Okay, it looks okay, right? But we want to have a professional website. We want our website to look something like this, right? We want to change it to look similar to something like this, right? So in order to make our website a little bit more professional, look more professional, we need to change the theme of this website. The theme is actually the look of the website, okay? And in order to change the theme, we need to go back to our dashboard, right? This is our WordPress dashboard, and we need to go to the appearance and select themes. And here we need to add a new theme, right? In order to add a new theme, we have two options. We can either click on this add new, okay, and select a free theme for our website. For example, you can see we got a lot of options here. And for this tutorial, I'm going to use a free theme from these options, right? So I normally use GeneratePress, which is a good one, but I'm not going to use that. So let me just search for travel, search for a theme called travel, right? Just a random theme. And True Travel Agent, Food Travel Blog, okay? This one. Let me see how it looks. Okay, this is how our website is going to look. It's pretty plain and simple. And we want to change our blog to look something similar to this one, okay? Something similar to this. Okay, let me just go back. So in order to install the theme, just click on this install button. Okay, and activate it. So we have activated this theme for our website. So what we need to do, we need to go back to our website to see how our website actually looks now. So let's go back to the website. So this is our current website. This is how it looks now. And let me just refresh the page with the new theme. And you can see, boom, it completely changed. Our website looks like this. It looks okay. It's an empty website, but it looks okay. And we want to change this website to look something similar to this one, okay? We don't want to make it exactly look like this, but I want to show you how he made something like this with a very simple theme, okay? So we need to add one plugin to make the process of editing this website easier, and that plugin is called Elementor, okay? So in order to add Elementor to make this editing process easier, we need to go back to the plugins, okay? And now click on add new. And in this section, search for Elementor, okay? Sorry. Okay. Okay, so Elementor website builder. Over 5 million people are currently using it. This is a great tool, okay? So make sure to install this because it is easier option compared to the WordPress default editor. So unactivate it. Okay, so we have installed and activated the theme and the plugin for our website. So we want our website from looking like this to looking like this, something like this, right? So in this website, at the top, we have the menu items, okay? About, which is a page, post, which is a post, blog, which is a post, travel tips, and things like that. So I'm gonna add the first couple of menu items to our website. So in order to add the menu items, go back to your website and click on customize. If you cannot see customize, it means you're not logged into your WordPress dashboard. Make sure you log into your WordPress dashboard. So click on customize. And here, go to the menus. Right now, we don't have any menu, right? So we need to create one. Create a menu. I'm going to call it menu 1. Okay, it's primary, next, and items. We need to add items to this. Okay, so we have options. We have the posts. We got landing pages, categories, tags, and things like that. Okay, so if you go back to our dashboard, we have posts, pages, and posts. Okay, they are basically the content that you add to your website. Pages are the content that doesn't change, is static content, and like about us, contact us, and things like that. Posts are the content that actually change. Okay, so if we go back to this, we got about. So let me go and create about, which is going to be a page, right? So let me just add a new item. Add a new item, which is a page, right? So in this section, you can see we have custom links, pages, and posts, right? So we're going to make a page. We can either create a page from the dashboard, right? Go into pages and create and add a new page and add it to the menu, or we can directly create a page from this section and add it to the pages. So I'm going to call it about. Okay, so I'm going to create a page called about and add it to the menu. Add it. So I have added the menu item called about and a page called about. All right, so you can see that about is added to the menu. Now, after you created the menu items, you need to publish your content in order to save and apply the changes. Okay, so let me click on publish. And now we have a menu item and a page called about. Now, if I click on about, you can see that we have a page, it's an empty page called about. Okay, and in order to make changes to this page, we need to go back to the dashboard. Okay, click on pages, and you can see we have this about page here added. Okay, click on edit. And now we can edit this page. Okay, in order to edit, I'm going to use the default editor. Let me just put in some content. Okay, this is the content. Let me just update it. And I have updated this page. Now, if I go back to about page and refresh, you can see I have a new page with the new content in my about section. So I have a menu item and the actual page. Now let me go back here. I'm going to add the next menu item, which is called blog. So in order to create a menu item of type of blog or travel tips or other options, we need to go back to our website and add a new item and create a type of category. Okay, so we need to have a category of a type of, I don't know, blog or travel tips. Okay, and in order to create those categories, we need to go back to our dashboard and select posts. Okay, and click on categories. Okay, now we need to create a category. I'm going to call it a blog, maybe. Okay, or whatever you want to call it, or travels. Add a new category. And you can see by default, we have uncategorized. Okay, this is the default category. And now we have a category of blog. Now, we can also add the slug as well, which would be the URL, part of the URL, okay? So let me just go back here and just, I think by default, it would be the same thing. So the slug is blog as well, okay? So let me just go back and go back to my menu, refresh it to see that category being added. So let me go to menu, my menu 1, and add a new item. And the category section, you can see the blog is now added. So by adding the blog, you can see that we have a menu item called blog, okay? Now we need to create blog posts to be added to this category. So in order to have those sub menus, I'm going to the post section, okay? Add a new post, okay? And let me check out his blog posts. So he has 2 other options, 7 best hotels in Madrid, okay? You can call it, I don't know, maybe 7 best hotels in Boston, you know? So this is my blog post. I'm gonna call it 7 best hotel in. It's better not to copy and paste stuff because you actually lose rank on copy pasting stuff. Do not copy and paste, you know? Try to create your own content because that would definitely affect the ranking of your website, okay? Now, in this section, you can see that in this category section, we have, so once you click on the settings, in this category section, we have the blog, okay? So let me click on that. So by adding this to this blog, it defines this specific blog post as a blog, okay? As a type of category of blog. And now let me just publish it and publish. And let me just add one more. The other one, what is it called? The best hotels, credit cards, okay? Let me just copy this as well. So I'm gonna add one more post, add one more. I'm gonna call it new. I'm gonna the best hotel credit cards as well, okay? In USA, for example. And make sure to choose the blog category as well. Okay, the USA. Publish and publish. Okay, so now we got these 2 items added. Let me just refresh the page in order to add these 2 blog posts. So if I go back to my menu and add a new item, let me just category. I actually added the category, but I didn't publish it. So you can see I missed all those changes. So I added the blog post and now I'm going to add those blog posts. Okay. So I need to go to the post section. Okay. And you can see I have these 2 options. Okay. I'm going to add this one and this one. But once you see the website, you can see all these menu items are not underneath the blog. Okay. So in order to do that, you just need to drag it. Okay. And slightly move it to the side. Okay. And this one as well. Now you can see the blog has 2 other menu items. Cool. Now let me just publish all the changes so we can save it. So we have added the menu items like this. So you can see it is a slightly different because it's a different theme. You can just, if you have this template, then you can actually change it with other themes as well. Okay. So for now we have added all these menu items, pretty much the same sort of stuff. Okay. Now let's go and add this image. Okay. So in order to add an image, so this is the homepage of this website. And I expect to have a homepage as well, right? So if we go back to our dashboard one more time and going to the pages, we have about page that we just created, a privacy policy, and a sample page. And there's no homepage. So we need to add, sometimes the themes have a homepage, but in this case, we don't have it. So we need to create one. So I'm going to create one more page and I'm going to call it home, okay? And publish it. Publish. So we have a homepage. But if we go back to our website and refresh this page, okay, let me just go back to my website. Okay, there is no homepage here, okay? It is not set to be the homepage, the default page of the site. So what we need to do is to go back to our website and go to the settings section, okay? In this settings section, there's a reading. Click on reading. Now, you can define the homepage, your homepage display. It is by default, it is the latest posts, right? You can see it is the latest posts. But we want to define our homepage. So we select the static page, homepage, and we say home, okay? Now, if we go here, there's no edit, like, let me just go back to this website, not in a customized mode. Okay, so there is no edit, there's no edit button here at the top. But if we go back, we save the changes and set the home as the default page and come back here, refresh the page, you can see now the page has actually changed, okay? So we have my website and we have this home page, right? And there is an edit option. Now we would like to add this image, like this one, something similar to this one, to our home page after the menu. So in order to do this, we need to click on edit page. In order to edit any page, just click on edit page. And now we have two options. We can either use the normal editor from WordPress or use the Elementor, which in this case, I'm going to use Elementor, edit with Elementor. And that's why we actually added the plugin to our website. So click on edit with Elementor. And now it is loading all those elements for you. Okay. So if you don't know where to get the images, you can use websites like Pixabay or Pexels. Okay. Just search for whatever you want. In this case, I just search for travel, and these are all the options that I have. Okay. Nice photos. And here as well. So this is the image that I'm going to use. I think I'm going to use this one. Looks okay. So these are free. You can use it, License is free for commercial use as well, which is great. So I'm going to click on free download and I'm going to select this one. Download it. Okay. Bicycles, skip. Buses, okay. All right. Click on download. Okay, and this is the photo. Let's go back to our home page. And now we need to add a section for this image. Okay. And now select the image, just drag it and drop it here. Now choose image. I have uploaded the image that I just downloaded and I'm going to select it. Make sure you always have an alt text. I'm going to call it maybe travel 1. Okay. And insert media. And now we have added a image to our homepage. After you made the changes, make sure to update it. And now we have updated all the changes for our homepage. So let's see how it actually looks. And let me go to the page and refresh. And yeah, and this is how it looks. So it's not wide enough. So in order to change that, we need to go back here and size image. I'm going to select full, update it, and refresh the page one more time. Boom, looks nicer now. Okay, so we have added the image, and this is just a text on top of that image that we can add it if you want. And this one is also an email list that I think is a plugin. You just install the plugin and you just place it here. Nothing really special. But let's go and add this section, latest from the blog. Okay, so we have this text and we have images with the text that will direct you to another blog post. Okay, so let's go back to our homepage. I'm going to add a new section, and also I will add a text. Okay, I'm going to copy the text and paste it here. Latest from the blog, and you can see the size. You can change the size here, small, medium, large. Okay, I'm going to go with the default. And the alignment, I'm going to center it. Okay. You can also change the HTML tag and font and things like that. Okay. From the advanced section. And now I've added this text. I need to add the images. Okay. So I need to add these images. So let me just add one more section. Sorry. I'm just going to get rid of this. I'm going to add it here. So with 3 columns. And let me drag the image, the first one, and one more here, and another one here. Okay, so for the images, in order to choose an image, you just need to add a image. So currently I only have this image. I'm gonna use one of them, and I'm gonna add 2 more images for the other images. So I've added this one. Let me just download 3 more images and I'll be back. So I have downloaded 3 more images from pexels.com, and these are the images. I'm going to use this one for the first one, and there's nicer and small size which fits in, and this one as well. I'm going to use this one, and for the last one I'm going to use this one. Okay, that looks good. So I've added the images. Let me just check it out. Now I need to have a text underneath it that is directing to a blog post. So in order to add the text, you just need to come over here, and I can just simply drag and drop a text down here. As easy as that, right? I can just drag and drop here, one here, and I can drop one here as well. And now I can change the text to whatever I want, okay? Now it's time to link this URL or image to a blog post, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select the text, and here we need to link it. You can see we have this link, okay? And if you go back to our website, in the blog post, we have 2 blog posts. The 7 best hotels in Boston. I want to link it to this one, okay? So what I'm going to do, you don't need to copy and paste the URL. You just need to search for that blog post, okay? It was called, okay, it automatically pops out, you know? The 7 best hotels in Boston. I'm going to select it, okay? So let me just align it in the middle, change the color to something nicer. Let me just change it to blue. Okay, I'm going to change it. And now let me just save the changes. And if someone clicks on this link, it would automatically, and there's one more thing that, let me just go back to the content. Okay, so let me just go back to our website, refresh the page, and nice. And if I click on this link, it goes to the blog post. And this blog post is just have a header, and there's no content in it. I can just add my content and have a nice blog post for the 7 best hotels in Boston. Let me just quickly change this text here so it matches the blog post. Okay, 7 best hotels in Boston. Let me update it. Now it looks nicer. Just go back to the home page, and this is our website. It looks good. I think the font is slightly bigger, but I can just make it smaller. But for now, I think it looks good. Okay, it looks very similar to this one. Very similar. So the same way you can add the URL to the blog post for other images as well. You can, the same way you add these images as well. Nothing really special. And there's this button. So if you want to add a button, let me just go back to my Elementor and add this section, and now search for button. Okay, button, and drag it and drop it here, and now I can center it. Okay, change the style and the color of it if you want. You know, you can change the color, make it maybe darker, and change the text to, what was it, view more maybe. Okay, and now link this button to the actual posts. Okay, in order to do this, we have this link as well. So by clicking this button, we would like to see all the posts. And if you don't know what with the URL, just scroll up, and if you click on blogs, you can see, by clicking the blogs, it shows all the blog posts. Okay, just copy the URL. Okay, and let's go back here, and here you can see by clicking this button, it shows you can actually open the URL in a new window. Okay, this is really good for the SEO. Okay, it's better to have your current page open. Okay, so let me just paste the URL and update it. And every time I click on this button, I can see all the blog posts related to the blog. Okay, let's go back to our website, refresh, and I'm gonna scroll down. And if I click on view more, it opens a new tab and it shows all the blog posts. Nice. Okay, so the same way you can add the other content as well. It's very similar. You got a text, image, and the URLs. Very similar to the other one. Nothing really special. The same way you can add this part as well and the next one. Okay, it's very, very simple. So once you learn how you can create the first part, you can use the same structure to create the others. And the only thing I think is left is the footer of the site. In order to add a footer like this, we need to go back to our website. And in many cases, once you click on customize, you will see a footer section in your theme, which I don't see a footer. But if you go back to our website, scroll down to the bottom, you can see we have this widgets already built up for us. So here you need to add a footer widget. Okay. And once you come here, you can see we have 4 widgets. Okay. And let me just go back. So we have about us and about Matt. In this case, I am going to add a text. So from this section, drag and drop a text. Okay. I'm going to call it about us. Okay. And I'm going to call it about Manny. And now I need to link this to the about me of my own page. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to my page and click on about and copy the URL and paste it here. So what you need to do, select the actual text and click on this insert link button and copy the URL here. Also make sure to click on this button and add a new, open a new tab. So you can also select it from here as well. Instead of copying and pasting, you can just select any page that you want, select about, add link, save, and done. Okay. Now, if you go back to our website, scroll down, you can see we have about us and about Manny. I mean, just click on it, opens in the new tab, and it goes to about me page. Easy. Okay, now we know how to create our website. And our website looks good. I'm using the easiest, like the most plain theme available. And you can see using Elementor, it makes the process of editing and adding content to it super, super easy, right? And now it is time, we know how to create a website. It is time to find some quality content. So for example, this guy is making money from his actual content. Okay, it doesn't look, the look of the website is important, but the content is the thing that's gonna get ranked. Okay, so if you are wondering how to find some quality content, there are a couple options. You can use tools like Ubersuggest, which gives you some free trial, right? You can copy the URL here, go to ubersuggest.com and search for the specific URL that you are looking for. And now it's analyzing the website. Look at the traffic that this guy is getting. Organic monthly traffic, almost 1 million. This is crazy. And if you scroll down, you can see the blog posts. It shows you the actual blog posts that are killing it for him. Also the SEO keywords, okay? Historical places. It's getting ranked #1 for so many nice and useful keywords. Tips for traveling, okay? And what you gotta do, you gotta go to the actual URL of the site, okay? And check the actual blog post. So you can see this is his blog post that's getting ranked on Google, okay? So what you need to do, you need to actually analyze it. Go through this blog post, write a similar content. And let me just go back and you can see some of these keywords are not easy and some of them are easier to get ranked for, okay? So what you need to do, check out the URLs, check out the actual post, okay? And try to replicate what he's doing. Another tool that I also use is called Key Search. My subscription is actually finished. So this one is also good. We'll also leave a link in the description below for Key Search as well. It gives you the keyword ranking, that's difficulty, and it's cheap. It's a cheap option if you want to start with some sort of a keyword research tool. I personally use this one, but you can also use this one as well. It gives you like 2 to 3 free, searches a day, I think. So it gives you some option. It gives you some idea about what sort of content to write about. Okay. And after you decided on the content, you just need to go back to your dashboard and add a new post or add a new page. Like, for example, add a new post. Okay. We need to add a new post. For example, in this case, it's talking about, what is it? My best 61 travel tips. Okay. So you need to do not copy his text. Do not copy his content because you're not going to get ranked. Okay. You just need to copy the content here and then use either Elementor or use the WordPress native default editor to add content. You see, you have the paragraphs, the tables, images, and things like that. Try to add images because it makes your blog post a little bit more entertaining, so people are going to stick around for a longer period of time. And yeah, and that's pretty much it, how you can find a content for your blog post. Also, I'll leave a link in the description below, the Key Search, if you want to use a keyword research tool for your blog. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I really appreciate if you tap that like button for me. And if you like this sort of content, make sure to subscribe and tap that little bell so you don't miss out the next video. See you in the next one. Bye.